Dropping litter is something that deserves a rant. I shouldn't need to rant about this. It should be one of those things that should never need to be mentioned, like don't murder people or don't steal. And yet here we are. I don't understand the ignorance, laziness or stupidity that is required to drop litter. I mean, you brought the rubbish with you in the first place, so how much effort does it take to take it back to somewhere you can dispose of it responsibly? I'm getting tired of seeing crisp packets, cans, coffee cups, sweet wrappers littering the sides of roads and the borders of footpaths. I know it happens in towns and cities too, and there's no excuse for it there either, but what really gets my goat is when you see litter in the countryside. What do you imagine is going to happen to that litter when you drop it? Do you think that somebody from the council is going to come and pick it up for you? I pay my taxes, therefore I can drop my litter. If you imagine that that is the case, you are either deluded or an idiot, possibly both. Either way, you are certainly not on the list of people I like. To my mind, this should be something that should be taught to the young, drilled into pliable minds at a formative age by both parents and teachers. Perhaps a spell of litter picking for all under fives to drive home the idea that dropping rubbish is something that has consequences. It's also not that it's just unsightly. It's harmful to wildlife and farm livestock. It pollutes our rivers and streams. It gets into the food chain. You end up eating it. I know full well that the sort of people who are happy to eat cardboard burgers from certain fast food chains aren't that fussed about the slop they're prepared to put into their bodies, and probably aren't going to be overly concerned about where they drop their Big Mick carton and bucket-sized soft drinks containers as well. You've eaten it once, you might be happy to eat it again. Then there's fly tipping. Here in the UK, there are dumps, or recycling centres as they're now known, all over the place. It's as easy, if not easier, to take your rubbish to one of these than it is to take it to some secluded lay-by. And you don't run the risk of being caught and fined. It's not like it's going to cost you anything. These recycling centres are free to use, but if you dump your rubbish at the side of a country lane, that says a lot about you. We, the rest of the population who are decent people, think that people like you are scum. There is, of course, a deluge of profane words that I could use to describe you, but I won't lower myself to your trashy level, despite how tempting that might be. It's also worth noting that a lot of effort is now being put into tracing fly tippers. Very clever people, probably wearing some sort of protective garment, a lab coat for example, are doing all sorts of clever things to track you down and convict you. You will be fined and can be expected to pay not only for the clean-up costs, but also the cost of the investigation to catch you in the first place. I feel sure these deterrents will increase over the coming years, culminating in prison sentences and eventually the death penalty. That's the end. And you're still here, so I guess you're keen to see more. If you like our films, then please consider supporting us by buying a t-shirt, hoodie or mug from our online shop at somethingvloggy.uk/shop. And please subscribe, like if you like, and share if you care. Thank you.